how does it work that somebody has a delusion or is spiritually being affected by ideas that are making them think stuff that isn't true? The truth of the situation is that it's possible, and this is how it works, is that a person has these subconscious, you could say, or very spiritual, deep-rooted thinking that they don't know that they have. So their mind and their subconscious, let's say, thinks um that the sun is purple. But when you ask them in their mind, they'll say, well, the sun is yellow or red or whatever, the accurate answer. But deep down inside, they still think it's purple. So the way it works, it needs to be figured out and brought out. And sometimes that takes effort, because spiritually you're traveling through the Akashic records, through the kind of memories and all those places that you were. That's what's happening, that when the soul is traveling through these mental dimensions to correct these wrong thinking stuff. But how does it happen that somebody becomes deluded? Well, they probably start believing one thing that isn't true, and it leads to a whole complex, a whole network, a whole maze, a whole web of delusion, kinda, you could say. But the idea is that God's world is perfect. The world is perfect as it is. We don't have to change anything but our own selves when we need to. One of the biggest delusions that is very common is that we need to fix something or change somebody somewhere. Don't worry about anyone else, only worry about changing your own self. That's something that I had to accept and correct in my mind. That for a long time in my mind I was thinking I have to fix the world, or help with some spiritual agenda to like change the world or the people or the souls and correct them into something different. But now I realize God's world is perfect. Like how it is, you can't compete with how He designed it. So we are not supposed to try to change others. We're only supposed to try to improve our own self. And if you improve your own self when you need to, that's that. And sometimes those delusions are in there that you're not even aware that they're there, but they're there. And then you gotta somehow correct them until they're taken care of. And that is a form of self-improvement, is correcting what's broken, aka the delusions. They are a form of something that needs to be fixed.